Hey friends, so nice to see you. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. It's here, my favorite live of the week. Why is the Saturday Psychic Sampler my favorite live of the week? Because I love to answer your specific questions. So that's what we're doing, one question per person. I see a lot of you are here already. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, a special shout out to the members and the moderators. Your specific question, that's what we're doing. You ask a specific question, I'll give you a specific answer. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get going. All right. First person I see is Mediha Ness. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The first question I see is Liz Harrison. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member. Yours will be our first question. Let's move on over to CardCam and the trusty Wiser deck. This has become, my favorite workhorse. I need a new one. I've now gone through two of them. This is the newer of the two, and it's already starting to feel a little, I don't know. Y'all know how that happens when your cards have just been shuffled enough and they're just feeling a little grubby. That's when I know I need a new deck. So there it is. All right, Liz, here's your question. Wondering if the time is right for me to start working on house projects that I've been thinking about for some time now, or continue to wait. If so, should I hire L, M, or neither? Right, that's always the hard one, man. Who do you hire for these projects? Okay, so the first question is now the time? Is now the time to do this? Give me a minute. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't do it now. You could wait. You could do it another time. That's fine. But I don't see any reason why you shouldn't do it now. All right, so that said, if you're going to do it now, L or M or neither. Neither. L, 10 of Pentacles reversed, definitely not the person you hire to fix your house. M, the Moon, also not the person you hire to fix your house. Someone else, the someone else will give you a good deal. You just have to go find someone else. All right. Okay, Woochoo, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I want to know what could happen in my love life. All right. Well, looking at your love life going forward, we're looking at change. So whatever it is now, a change is coming. What does that change look like? It looks like something that brings more joy, brings more balance, and takes away sort of this fear and lack of trust. So I think whatever this is, you're going to be moving in a better direction very soon. All right. Adriana Belange, so nice to see you. When is my boss finally leaving the company? Let's see. When will the boss leave the company? I mean, it could be any time. It could be any time. I feel like the boss is actively looking to do exactly that. And I would say sooner rather than later, honestly. All right. Helena, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Will I clear my exam that I'm writing on day after tomorrow? Well, first of all, good luck with that. I know you're in a stressful moment right now. How will you do? I know you're studying, but I think you also have test-taking anxiety. I really do believe that about you. And so do what you can to release anxiety. When it comes to your knowledge of the material you'll be tested on, you know the knowledge. You know the knowledge. I guarantee you, you know the knowledge. The problem is you get nervous, like more nervous than the average person, and that makes it hard. if you can just relax and go in and do the thing, I think you have a decent chance of passing. I really do. But I know that tests are particularly hard for you, so you really want to work on mitigating the anxiety. That's the key. Okay. Concepcion Espinoza, nice to see you. Recently, my working hours have been reduced to half. Oh, no. So I'm looking for a new opportunity. Yeah, good call. I want to know what I can respect in regard of jobs and finances. And I'm realizing I was just telling you that these are my newer cards. These are my older cards. They're so beat up. It's so funny. But they're still working, aren't they? Okay. What can you expect in terms of jobs and finances? Well, looking for a new job is the right thing, and I think you'll actually find a new job that you love. What's up with that, really? I feel like your current job situation is really not good, really taking advantage of you. So it really is very, very important for you to look for a new job. And I think if you look for a new job, you'll find one not as quickly as you would like, but pretty quickly, and it will be much better. So how will your finances be? Well, obviously right now, not so good, but figure 4 or 5 months down the road, much better. So be careful now, go get your new job, and I think all will be well. All right. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. What do I need to know about my friend's reason for canceling her part of our cruise? So, what you need to know, I think all is intact in the friendship. I don't think there's a problem there. I think this was like a personal thing with the friend, something she's going through. I don't know if it's health, if it's emotional, what it is. But something she's going through made her have to change her plans, but I really don't think it's about you. All right. A table for one. Diana, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. How much impact will this sponsorship I signed up for have on my paranormal site? It'll help. I mean, it'll be worthwhile. It'll absolutely be worthwhile. I don't know that it will be more than worthwhile, but it will be worthwhile. It will help you start to get traction. It's a start. That's how we have to see it. It's a start. Okay. Madihan S. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. What is R's personality like? Oh, this is fun. Okay. R. What is R's personality? So recognize, going in, I don't know what R's relationship is to the querent. I don't know R's gender. I don't know R's age. I know like literally nothing about a person whose initial is R. So what can we say about this person's personality? This person can have a difficult time communicating. It may be stubbornness, it may be lack of understanding, it may be lack of confidence, or some combination thereof. This person likes to be well-liked, is afraid of conflict, but then causes conflict by not stepping up appropriately. This person means well, but strikes me, means well, has a good heart, but strikes me in a way as kind of a Mr. Magoo character, where there's like a a bumbling, like this person wants to do well but doesn't know how to do well in certain aspects. And perhaps in certain aspects as regard you. So this person may really want to do well with you and for you but not know how. And if that's the case, you could help this person perhaps by giving more instruction. And that, I think, would help. All right. Claire, I did not skip you. I got you. Did you get it? Did you get it now? Did you get it now? I remember the answer though. The friendship feels intact. It feels like the person is still your friend, and it was a personal issue this person was going through. Okay. Trey, kind of feels like our lies a bit, stretches the truth a bit. Possible. All right. Selima Blue Wine Spiritual Awakening. Will I ever see Maria again? Let's take a look. In person, not necessarily. You might be able to communicate or whatever, but maybe not in person. Okay. Hey, Ben, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Trey. What am I here to do? Trey Cameron, thank you so much for being a member. Thanks for being here. Your question is, what am I here to do? Because I really, truly, honestly don't get it. I think I have some idea, but I still really don't understand. And I think you mean like, why am I on the planet? Like, why am I living this life, right? And that's a question we may all ask ourselves at certain times. And we may have different spiritual beliefs about like how answerable that is. But let's see what the cards have to say. Well, right now in your life, you're here to figure out all the things you don't want to do, so then you can figure out what you do want to do. Part of this is about recognizing you have agency. What do you like? What do you not like? And then I think you can get in a mood where you're like, well, I don't like anything that much. But I know that's not really true, So I feel like there can be a mental health issue that keeps you from understanding your value and keeps you from recognizing that it may be as simple as figuring out the things you like and leaning into those as much as possible while you're here. That it could be that simple. So, I don't know. Play with that. Oh, Ness, thanks for the feedback on that. I appreciate that. Okay. Summertime fun. So nice to see you. What can I expect from M in the months specifically of October and November? What can you expect from M in October and November? There's some kind of communication, but not necessarily the communication you would want. I feel like the energy here is not always the best, but toward the end of that time period, there could be better communication that could clear some things up. All right, Santiago Espinoza, nice to see you. I would like to know, what can I expect between Alex and me? Could there be something in the future? We hooked up a couple of times. Could there be something in the future? Maybe, but you can't do anything to make it happen. Like if it's going to happen, it's got to kind of come from him. The push for that has to come from him. And so, for whatever reason there that is. But it is possible that there could be something more in the future, but it could look like nothing, 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 and then suddenly something. It's hard, it's confusing, and this is a case where I don't think communication will help. You could try, but I don't think it'll help. Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Am I being unreasonable? I don't know. I don't know. Who's accusing you of being unreasonable? Let's look at the person accusing you of being unreasonable. The person accusing you of being unreasonable is unhappy and is not coming from a neutral place. So I think that's kind of important to think about. Do I think you're being unreasonable based on what I see in the cards? I don't. I really don't. I think sometimes your presentation isn't the best. And so your presentation could make things seem and sound worse. And that could be difficult. So I think you could work on presentation. I think you are immediately defensive. And so with a defensive presentation, that makes things worse. But I don't think you are unreasonable, no. Let me know if that made sense. All right. Here we go. Adrija, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Can you please pick up some cards for H, his thoughts and feelings? Also, can you check if and when any good potential love matches will show up? All right. So, H, I mean, his feelings towards you are not unkind at all. I feel like he would like to continue to sort of talk and be friends and doesn't really understand why you won't, but you really shouldn't, right? You really shouldn't. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's not me to tell you what you should or should not do. But I just feel like, I feel like he's being weird. I just have to say. And a good potential love match. Yes, even within the next 6 weeks, there could be something really good, so be open. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Should I stay with my current employer or be actively looking for a more lucrative position? Now that you have your licensure, that's a good question. I think you're better to stay with your current employer. I think that building a good work history here, because I feel like this job is not going to be too terribly egregious. And so getting a year in at this job before you go elsewhere feels like a good thing, maybe even 2 years. And then I think you'll be able to maximize your income. I think if you try to do that too soon, you will shoot yourself in the foot. Ali Mammon, so nice to see you. Do I have negativity sent my way? Am I harboring negativity toward myself, or am I just experiencing negativity because of my surroundings? My low energy increased and I'm meaner toward friends and family. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Joyous Ocean, no, I have not gotten to you yet, and it's nice to see you today. Ali Mammon, I'm so sorry. So, has someone sent negativity to you? No. Are you harboring negativity? I feel like this is more, I don't want to call it negativity, and I don't want to speak about it in energetic terms. I want to speak about it in emotional terms, in psychological terms. I feel like for a long time you put up with a bunch of stuff in your life, and you're tired of it. And so you're starting to set boundaries, but you don't really know how to do that well, and so it can come off as mean. So I feel like what you are learning is what feels good for you and what doesn't feel good for you. And you are trying to ask the people around you to be respectful of your needs and desires. I think the problem here is that A, people are not used to you setting boundaries. B, you're setting them awkwardly. C, you're uncomfortable in that new role of behavior. and it's bringing up all kinds of energy around you. And so I feel like you might want to reframe this entire thing and recognize that you're growing, and growth is painful, and what you need to learn to do is to set boundaries in a graceful way. And then if people cannot honor those boundaries, they need to go away, and that's not your problem, that's theirs. Tell me what you think about that. All right. Barbie Bird, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Should I bite the bullet and try app online dating again? Any advice from my spirit team on what I should be looking out for in a potential partner? And thanks again for using members only emojis. I love this. Okay, so is now a good time? Is now a good time for you to be doing app dating? Yeah, why not? And advice on that, the advice on that is treat it like another job. Don't get emotionally attached. Like you meet someone and you're like, oh, we matched. Oh, we had a nice conversation. Oh, look how cute he is. Like, don't get into any of that. Just be like shopping, like, next. Oh, this one might work. Let's see. And stay really neutral until you are with someone that you're really excited about. Don't get excited before you should, right? Because that'll skew your energy. All right. Justine, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thanks for using members only emojis. How much work do you see my resume needing for the application process? Any specific advice on this to guide me through updating it? Do I need a professional bio, updating my work experience? All right. So your resume as it is now definitely needs some updating. Do you need to hire someone to help you? I don't think so. What should you do? Research. Do some research, read some articles, watch some videos, make sure they're very, very current. You know, like definitely 2023, summer of 2023 ideally. And in doing that, I think you will get some good ideas. I think the problem is you're not feeling confident, you're not feeling secure in yourself here. And so you're having consternation about your resume probably more than you otherwise would, you know, because you're kind of focusing your worry on the resume as a representation of you, because you're worried that you are not going to be found worthy, right? And so I think you have to de-escalate that and just do some research and do it yourself. You've got skills, you got this. I think it'll be fine. Michelle F., it's so nice to see you. Oh, I'm going to do one of these choice questions. I love choice questions. And yes, we'll also do a card for your son as well. So your choice question, Michelle, is focus more energy on A or B. I love these questions. We have no idea, right? We have no idea. But we'll just do it. Where should the energy go? A or B? Let's see. A is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. B is the Two of Wands reversed. Are we sure either of these are really where you want to be? Let's keep building then. A, B. You know, these are both really difficult. A, B, A, B, A. We're going with A, recognizing that all of this is a difficult process, but A needs more of your attention. All right. A card for your son. He has an interview Tuesday, and I'd love to know what the universe has to say about his interview, of course. I think he's nervous about it, but I think it's likely to go very well and it could have a very good outcome. So that feels good. All right. DH, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Which house project should I do now? Paint fence, repave driveway, or let the paver put in curbs instead. Demetrius Earth, it's the diet, did I pronounce, that kind of earth, under the carpet. Okay, let's see, multiple choice, paint fence, yeah, it's fine. Repave driveway, it's also fine, whatever. Let pavers put curbs in instead, that's better. Let the pavers put the curbs in instead, much better. Spread earth under the carpet. No, it's all about, DH, it's all about the let the paver put the curbs in. That's what it's all about here, for sure, for sure. All right. And Michelle, thank you so much for your feedback. I'm going to want feedback from you on the sun thing, for sure. Okay. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. You were so right in a reading a few months ago about Portugal, great, and Spain being okay. I'm back home. Welcome back to the U.S. And we've really vicariously enjoyed watching your travels. It was a good adventure. I met many nice people and only a few that sucked. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, Peggy Johnson, how does someone get a personal tarot reading with you? Well, I got you. If you look in the description of this video, there's a link to go to my website where you can find my number and just call or text me, or even schedule directly on the website if that's easier for you. That's how you do it. Thanks so much. Would love to work with you. All right. Melissa, you are up next. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I would love some advice as I embark on a house hunting journey. What do I need to know to make this successful and how will it go? Oh, that's so exciting, Melissa. So the advice is to take your time. The advice is to take your time. If you don't see something you like at a price you want to pay, take your time, take your time. Wait till you find something that makes sense, either that you fall in love with or makes sense. And even if you fall in love with it, it has to make sense. Buying a house right now is not a bad idea, but it's something you want to be very, very careful with to make sure you're happy in the long run. All right. Lalimi Sony, so nice to see you. Thanks for coming back. Okay. Nichols' intentions for me after I meet him. Is meeting him the right decision? I think it's the right decision to meet him. Yeah. And I just feel like there has already been some difficulty between the two of you. And that in some ways you need to be careful with this person because I don't think you find him entirely trustworthy. And so I think you need to be careful there. That's what I'm going to say. I do feel like meeting him is the right decision, but I think you need to be very, very careful. You may not trust that person may not trust you. So you have to be careful. And the intentions now, like, I don't think that there are specific intentions. There are not unkind intentions, but I don't think there are specific intentions at this moment. Jenny, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Any advice on making September a great month? Yeah, If you don't have to do it, don't do it. If you can't do anything about it, don't let it worry you. Really work, think about your own happiness. Your theme this month is My Happiness Matters. Seriously. Joyous Oceans, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. My older son is shutting down a lot with his depression. Is there anything I can do to lead him to support? All right, let's take a look. It's hard, man. You have to always let him know that you believe in him. He has a lot, he's dealing with a lot, and you're right to be concerned. I think you're doing all the right things. I don't think there's anything more that you could possibly do here. And I think he's going to be okay. I really do. But I know this is particularly concerning for you. I think it's going to be okay, and I think you're doing all the right stuff. All right. Martha Vink, thanks for being here. Hang on one second. Oh, and I'm seeing everyone's feedback. Thank you all so much. Hang on, where was I? Hang on. Martha Vink, there you are. I'm supposed to meet up with some friends for vacation on the 10th. One friend just came down with COVID. Should I still go? We'll be seeing my folks later that week. It makes me nervous. On the 10th? Okay, as regards that one friend who's down with COVID now, and the 10th being 8 days away, I think in that regard, you're good to go. But then there's the other thing is we know that COVID risk is spiking in general in a lot of places right now. So should you reconsider going just for the general risk? So here's what I'm going to say. If you take this trip, you are likely to be fine. You're likely to be fine. However, I do not think that the one friend who's tested positive poses a significant risk. But I will also say that going on vacation with friends right now does not pose zero risk. I think you'll be fine, but you're going to have to think about it yourself, whether or not you're comfortable with the risk level. That's a question that only you can answer. I think you'd be okay. Peggy Lou, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. What is my future as far as health, wealth, and happiness? I'm trying really hard to feel good, but health issues are kicking my ass. Yeah, you've got a lot going on. I'm so tired of feeling wiped out. So what can you do in order to feel better health-wise? I feel like there's more that you could do working with the medical community, but you're going to have to be a bit of a squeaky wheel, which is hard. So I feel like you might need to see another doctor, a doctor again, a different doctor, something like that, especially with the IBD, to get that more under control. You may need you may need something different. I also feel like you may not be doing everything you need to do to manage these things, perhaps in terms of what you're eating, what you're drinking, that kind of stuff. So there may be more that you can do. If you do those things, we will see improvement in your health, and that will be very good. The financial stuff is hard, but I would argue that if your health is better, you have an ability to make some money. And so the health is the key to all of it, isn't it? And I think there are things you can do to really make things better. Okay. Oh, Barbie, thanks for the feedback. Okay. Okay, and just a follow-up question that I will answer for Lalima Sony. Advice on meeting him, how to deal with the situation and convey so that things progress. I don't think that one's up to you. I think the advice here is recognize that at the end of the day, the ball is in his court, and there's nothing you can do or not do. You know, beyond the obvious, beyond the obvious of your own good behavior, there's nothing else you can do. Ben Lieber does tarot. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I can't find the words for my question today, so I'm listening and hoping that something will resonate for me. It usually does. Perfect. Megan J, so nice to see you. Am I moving in the right direction with romantic? I'm going to go right to your second question. Should I reconsider the situation with C? So when I look at the situation with C, if the decision in the situation with C is to leave that and stay away from that, that is the right decision. That, to me, that feels like the right decision because it seems like there was some disrespectful behavior there. So if that was the decision you made, it was the right one. All right. Catherine Fan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Mid-year check-ins at work are coming up again next week. Do you have any advice for me in terms of how I approach the conversation or in general on how I should do better? So in terms of, it sounds like you're worried that this mid-year check-in is not going to go well. So let's just check on that. How's it likely to go? I don't think it's going to be terrible. I think you're more worried than you need to be. I feel like, if anything, the concerns are going to be time management and prioritization. It feels like over these 6 months, there's been a lot. You've been very overwhelmed, but it also feels like you've done good work. So I think it's all going to be about what you prioritize and time management and getting things done. That's going to be the focus for improvement. That's my guess. Let me know if that makes sense. Rosemarie, so nice to see you. I used to see skeletons on my wall when I was little, 3 to 4. My home was abusive. Was that Santa Mirta visiting me? I still see spirits and feel them. I think so. Yes. Yes. And I think there is help for you in all of this. Baby Cakes, does D intend to meet me in the future? If yes, when are we going to meet? Is he someone I should invest my hopes in for the future? I'm not loving this. I think you can be open, but I do not think you're going to want to put all your eggs in this basket. Possibilities. There is possibility here. I don't want to discourage you completely. There is possibility with D, but it's not overwhelming possibility. So I would say be open to D and others. Okay. Selma, nice to see you. What is Sharma thinking about me? Will I meet him in person in September? Sharma has a lot going on and is concerned with a lot of different issues and problems, and may not be as focused on this as you are, but I think is open-minded to you, definitely is open. And I think there is a possibility of meeting in person in September, yes. Reaper TV, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I am well, thank you. Hope you are too. Will my investment come from a personal network or an unknown investor with whom I'll meet? This is regarding Pegman, right. So, from personal network or sort of someone new. You're better off with someone new. I think there's someone new, but it might be someone new that you meet through the personal network, so it could actually be both. And good luck with that. That's important. Peggy Johnson, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Is this job legit, and what's going to happen with it? Great question. Let's see. It depends what you mean by legit. I'm not sure it's legit for you. Yeah, I think it's worth trying. This is tough. Let's see. What is the worst thing that can happen in this job? Like, I don't think this job is going to last. I really don't. And like legit, like, is it an actual job? Yeah, but it's weird. And I mean, is it possible that you could do this and be successful? I mean, you can try, but I feel like you might be better off looking elsewhere, really. Okay. Yeah, baby cake, shopping for candidates, being neutral. That's so important for so many people. Okay. Ravenna, so nice to see you. At the beginning of the year, you had told me I would get a new job in the second semester, and you were right. I started yesterday, and I'm really happy, so thank you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thanks for coming here and giving that feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay, so, folks, we do one question per person. If you need a follow-up, I'm happy to do it, but beyond that, we're not doing it. If you have more than one question, book a private reading with me. Seriously. Okay. Oh, Justine, thanks for your feedback. Good. Good. Okay. Ravenna, here we go. I would like to know what tarot has to tell me about this new job. It's all right. It's all right. I don't love this for you, and I think a better job is going to come along, to be honest. So do it. It's fine, but don't get too worked up about it, and keep your eyes out for something better, because I think something better is coming. Okay. And everyone, thank you so much for your feedback. Cassia, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Christiana. Working and working. I need guidance from who protects me. Universe. This house I'm living in, I have to find another. There's a situation I didn't like. All right. So, finding a different house. So, well, let's look. The current situation. Yeah, the current situation isn't good, but it might be something you could work with for a minute. Looking for something different. I think it's going to be hard to find something different, but you will. So the key is the current situation could get better for a minute. And then if you look, it's going to feel like you can't find anything, can't find anything, can't find anything. And then you will find something that you really like. So hang in there, keep looking. It will be okay. 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 Next one I see is George. What is Sherry's next action toward me? I mean, I would say as few actions as possible. I think this person does not really want to deal with you, is what's going on here. Morgana the Great. Will a conversation with the Pisces happen before the end of the year? I think so. I think so, and I think it will go okay. Not great, not terrible, just okay. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I've answered every question. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. Please do reiterate. I'll be back on Monday with the 3-card weekly reading. Yes, it is a holiday here in the U.S., but I'll still be back on Monday with the 3-card weekly reading. What else can I tell you? Well, on September 10th, which is next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, we have our in-person tarot meetup at Panera in Palm City. What else? Well, we also have this coming Wednesday, September 6th, Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up. Everybody is welcome. Bring your tarot cards. 7 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday night. See the link. Mark it so you don't miss it. We'll hope to see you there. Enjoy the weekend wherever you are. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you. Take good care.